Austria is home to some of the most beautiful landscapes and historic landmarks, but behind their stunning facades lie dark secrets and chilling tales. Join me as we explore the 15 most haunted places in Austria, where the past still lingers and the spirits refuse to rest. One, Muscham Castle, Schloss Muscham. In the shadowy hills of Austria, the imposing Muscham Castle stands as a haunting relic of a dark past. Once a center for witch trials, this eerie fortress echoes with the screams of those who were condemned in the 17th century. Legends say that the walls still carry the souls of the tortured, their cries lingering in the cold night air. The castle's grim history is etched into every stone, from the ominous dungeons where witches were once imprisoned to the execution grounds where their lives were violently taken. Some say that the restless spirits of those who perished still roam the corridors, their ethereal presence a chilling reminder of the castle's gruesome past. If you dare to visit, the wind howls with voices that seem not entirely human, as if the past refuses to stay buried. Muscham Castle, a place where history and hauntings entwine in the most terrifying way. 2. Hermes Villa, Vienna. Deep within the lush Linzer Tiergarten lies Hermes Villa, a mansion once gifted to Empress Elizabeth, the tragic beauty of Austria. But this lavish villa hides secrets darker than its opulent facade suggests. Elizabeth, known for her restless spirit, reportedly despised being confined to the villa, and her sorrowful presence lingers even now. Visitors have described hearing soft, mournful whispers in the empty halls, and seeing fleeting shadows that disappear as quickly as they appear. Late at night, the heavy air seems to carry the weight of untold stories, and the grand staircase, illuminated only by moonlight, feels like a portal to another realm. Some claim to have seen the figure of a woman in a white gown standing at the windows, her face obscured, staring out into the endless woods. Hermes Villa is more than a historical landmark. It's a place where time stands still, and the past refuses to let go. 3. Hotel Schloss Manzi. Nestled in the picturesque Austrian countryside, Hotel Schloss Manzi may seem like a serene retreat, but its history whispers of something far darker. Once a Benedictine monastery, its sacred halls have witnessed centuries of devotion and despair. Guests report hearing ghostly hymns echoing through the corridors late at night, though no choir remains. Shadows move along the candlelit walls, and the faint scent of burning incense lingers, as if the monks themselves still walk the halls. Some have awoken to the sensation of being watched, their eyes meeting an empty corner of the room where nothing should stand. One legend tells of a monk who defied his vows and was condemned to wander the grounds for eternity. To this day, visitors claim to see a hooded figure gliding silently through the courtyard, vanishing into the mist. Hotel Schloss Manzi is a haven for the living and the restless dead. 4. Burg Kreuzenstein. High above the misty woods of Lower Austria looms Burg Kreuzenstein, a medieval fortress cloaked in mystery and foreboding. Though rebuilt in the 19th century, its stones whisper tales far older, of betrayal, death, and unrelenting spirits. Locals speak of a knight who, cursed for his treachery, wanders the castle at night, his armored footsteps echoing through the halls. Guests have described hearing ghostly whispers in the chapel and seeing spectral figures flickering in the ancient tapestries. The air within its walls is heavy, as if the castle itself remembers every tragedy it has endured. On stormy nights, strange lights have been seen in the high towers, where no living soul resides. Burg Kreuzenstein is not just a relic of the past, it is a labyrinth of shadows, where history and hauntings collide in an eternal dance of the macabre. Sarishim. Hotel Stephanie, Vienna. As Vienna's oldest hotel, Hotel Stephanie exudes an air of timeless elegance, but beneath its grandeur lies a history steeped in mystery. Over 400 years old, the hotel has been the silent witness to countless lives, some of which seem reluctant to leave. Guests frequently report strange occurrences, lights flickering without explanation, objects moving on their own, and the faint sound of footsteps echoing through empty hallways. One of the most chilling tales is that of a ghostly woman in a gray dress, often seen standing at the edge of the ballroom, her sorrowful gaze fixed on something, or someone, only she can see. Employees have recounted hearing faint whispers in locked rooms and the sudden icy chill of unseen hands brushing past them. Hotel Stephanie is a place where the past lingers in the shadows, ensuring that the spirits of its history are never truly at rest. 6. Schloss Rosenberg. Perched atop a rocky hill, Schloss Rosenberg is a stunning Renaissance castle, but its beauty conceals a chilling secret. For centuries, rumors of ghostly apparitions and unexplainable phenomena have surrounded this ancient fortress. Visitors often feel an oppressive presence in the Great Hall, where flickering candlelight seems to cast shadows that move on their own. The faint sound of weeping has been heard near the old dungeon, where prisoners met their grim fates. One legend speaks of a lady in black who roams the castle grounds, her face veiled, as if mourning an eternal loss. Witnesses have seen her standing by the castle's edge, only to vanish into the mist when approached. Even the castle gardens, serene by day, transform into a maze of whispers and cold drafts at night. Schloss Rosenberg is a haunting blend of elegance and eerie echoes from a past that refuses to die. 7th. Schloss Piber. Nestled in the tranquil Styrian countryside, Schloss Piber seems like a peaceful retreat, but behind its majestic walls lies a history tainted with sorrow and restless spirits. This castle, once a haven for nobility, became a site of tragedy when an unspoken scandal led to a young woman's untimely death. Locals believe her spirit remains bound to the castle, her mournful cries echoing through the corridors on moonlit nights. Visitors often report cold spots in the Grand Hall as if an unseen presence brushes past them. In the tower, a shadowy figure is said to appear, standing silently before dissolving into darkness. The air in the chapel grows thick with unease, and some claim to hear faint whispers, as though unseen voices pray for release. Schloss Piber is a place where beauty and tragedy intertwine, creating an atmosphere both enchanting and unnervingly haunted. 8. The Catacombs of St. Stephen's Cathedral, Vienna. Beneath the soaring spires of St. Stephen's Cathedral lies a labyrinth of darkness, the catacombs, a burial ground for thousands. Stepping into this eerie underworld feels like crossing into another realm. The air is thick and cold, and the flicker of dim lights casts grotesque shadows on the walls lined with skeletal remains. Here lie the bones of plague victims, monks, and nobles, their stories silenced by centuries of decay. Visitors often describe a heavy presence, as if unseen eyes are watching from the shadows. Strange noises echo through the tunnels, soft whispers, faint footsteps, and the sound of chains rattling in the distance. Legends tell of a phantom priest, his ghostly figure seen wandering the crypts, forever trapped in the darkness. The catacombs of St. Stephen's Cathedral are more than a final resting place. They are a chilling reminder of Vienna's haunted past where the dead refuse to stay silent. 9. Schloss Portia. Tucked away in the charming town of Spittal an der Drau, Schloss Portia may seem like an idyllic castle, but its haunted past tells a different story. This Renaissance-era fortress is steeped in bloodshed and tragedy, with the spirits of its former inhabitants lingering in its cold stone walls. Visitors often report hearing eerie whispers in the Grand Hall, and some claim to have seen shadowy figures moving through the darkened corridors. The most chilling tale is of a murdered countess, whose restless spirit is said to haunt the castle's chambers, her ghostly form drifting through the rooms, searching for justice. Even the peaceful gardens hold a dark aura, as if the past refuses to let go. Schloss Portia is a place where the line between the living and the dead is dangerously thin, and where every corner holds a secret waiting to be uncovered. A 10. The Imperial Crypt, Kaisergruft, Vienna. Beneath the heart of Vienna lies the Imperial Crypt, a chilling resting place for Austria's royal family. The air in this underground tomb is thick with the weight of history and something more. With over 140 members of the Habsburg dynasty entombed here, the crypt is a silent witness to centuries of royal power, betrayal, and death. Visitors often describe an unsettling stillness, as if the very walls hold the whispers of the long-dead emperors. Strange drafts circulate through the crypt, and some claim to hear the faint sound of footsteps echoing through the marble halls. At night, a shadowy figure, said to be the ghost of a former ruler, is sometimes seen wandering among the coffins forever bound to the crypt. The Imperial Crypt is a place where the past refuses to rest, and the royal spirits of Vienna linger in the darkness, unwilling to leave their eternal tomb. 11. Franzensberg Castle. On the banks of a serene lake in Austria stands Franzensberg Castle, a majestic fortress that hides a dark secret beneath its stunning beauty. Once a royal retreat, it is now said to be haunted by the restless spirits of those who met tragic ends here. Visitors describe an eerie atmosphere as they wander through its grand halls, where the flickering light seems to cast long shadows that move of their own accord. The most chilling stories center around the ghost of a young princess, whose mournful cries can still be heard echoing through the castle at night. Some claim to see her figure, a silhouette in a flowing gown, standing by the castle's windows, staring out over the waters as if waiting for someone who will never return. Franzensberg Castle may appear peaceful at a glance, but within its walls, the dead are never truly gone. 12. Regensburg Castle. Regensburg Castle, perched high on a volcanic rock in southern Austria, is a fortress of legends and dark mysteries. Its towering walls have withstood centuries of battles, but the true terror lies in its haunted past. Once the stronghold of witches and warriors, it is said that the spirits of those wrongfully accused still linger within its stone corridors. Visitors often report cold spots and strange noises, echoing footsteps, whispers, and the unsettling sound of chains dragging across the floor. In the castle's deepest chambers, where prisoners once met their grisly fate, a ghostly figure of a woman in black is sometimes seen, her face twisted in agony. The castle's eerie atmosphere intensifies at night, as the wind howls through the ancient towers, and the specters of the past seem to stir once more. Regensburg Castle is a place where the dead refuse to rest, and their stories are woven into the very fabric of the fortress. 13. Hotel Sacher, Vienna. In the heart of Vienna stands the luxurious Hotel Sacher, a symbol of opulence, but beneath its elegant exterior lies a chilling secret. The hotel, with its rich history of aristocratic guests and famous patrons, has been home to more than just the living. Guests have reported strange occurrences, unexplained cold drafts sweeping through the hallways, the sound of footsteps following them, though no one is there. Some claim to have seen the ghostly figure of a woman in a Victorian gown, her face shrouded in sorrow, wandering the corridors late at night. Legend has it that she was once a guest who met a tragic end within these walls, and her spirit still lingers, trapped in the hotel's luxurious rooms. Hotel Sacher is more than a historic landmark. It's a place where the boundary between the living and the dead blurs, and where the past's darkest secrets refuse to stay buried. 14. Maria Zell Basilica. Nestled in the serene mountains of Austria, Maria Zell Basilica stands as a place of pilgrimage, but its sacred beauty hides a darker, more sinister side. The church's ancient walls have witnessed countless prayers, but some believe they have also absorbed the suffering and despair of those who came seeking solace and found none. Visitors often feel an unsettling presence as they walk through the dimly lit halls, and strange, cold winds seem to blow from the altar, despite the lack of any open windows. The most chilling tale is that of a ghostly monk, seen kneeling in prayer at the church's farthest corner, his face obscured by shadow. Some claim to hear his whispers, reciting prayers in a language that no living soul understands. Mariazell Basilica, with its haunting beauty, is a place where the line between the divine and the damned is dangerously thin. 15. Vienna Central Cemetery, Zentralfriedhof. Amid the tranquil beauty of Vienna, Central Cemetery lies a chilling history that few are brave enough to confront. This vast burial ground is the final resting place of many of Vienna's most famous figures, including composers like Beethoven and Schubert. Yet beneath its peaceful exterior, whispers of the restless dead linger in the air. Visitors report strange occurrences, shadowy figures moving between the tombstones, and the eerie sound of footsteps echoing in the silent graveyard. Some claim to have seen a woman in black, walking alone among the graves, her mournful gaze fixed on an unknown point. The cemetery is said to be particularly haunting at dusk when the fading light seems to blur the line between the living and the dead. Vienna Central Cemetery is not just a place of rest, it's a place where the spirits of the past refuse to stay quiet. These haunted locations are a haunting reminder of Austria's eerie past. Which one intrigued you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more spooky stories from around the world.